Hey there, welcome to another episode of Cooking with Violet Vixen. Today we are cooking wild rice with shallots and green peppers. So this is a side dish. This is what we need. And I'm serving one night with chicken schnitzels and one night with my Moroccan lamb sausages. I couldn't get wild rice, didn't try other supermarkets, so come up with this one. This is one of those quick cooking things, but it's got wild rice in it. So what I'm going to do is cook the rest of the recipe. I'll talk you through how to do it in case you are lucky enough to buy wild rice and cook it yourself. And then I'm just going to do this for the whole 90 seconds and chuck everything in with this. So grab this. Or this, whichever one, and let's go. Okay, so buying this has actually saved me 2 steps of my recipe, which is a good thing, but I'm not learning how to cook wild rice. So anyway, let's just assume we don't have this. Okay. You would be grabbing your 225 grams of wild rice, weigh it out. I don't know how many cups that is, I apologise. Soak it in water overnight. So grab a bowl, put that in, leave it overnight. So that's what I mean. You need to start this the day before you want it. Once you've done that, grab your next day 1 litre of water and your 1 chicken stock cube. Put that, then your salt, put that in a saucepan and bring it to the boil. Once it's boiling, add your rice, and then you need to cook that for about 40 minutes. So, step 1 and step 2, they're in the bin as we're doing this. So, good for me, but not good for me. Okay, so where we're up to. Grab a saucepan. We're going to carry on from step 3, and it's going to look something like what we want. Alright, let's go. So our first step, my favourite thing to do is always spray my saucepan. That's a frying pan, by the way. Give it a spray. You'll thank me later if you have a hard time trying to wash it up. 50 grams of butter. Toss it in. Once that's all melted, we're going to get our veggies in. Now, one thing I like to do that's super cool and good for like food saving, whatever. Recently I needed only half a green capsicum. I put the rest in the freezer. It's got frostbite, but it'll be fine. Chop the rest of the capsicum up, put it in a little snack bag. These snack bags are awesome for freezing things you don't need. Put your date on it, and guess what? I only need half a green capsicum. I'm going to chuck this in now while I go and slice up the shallots and the celery. We might get a bit of a sizzle there, so I'm going to turn that down because I don't need it that hot. Okay, let's go chop. Shallots and celery, they're also in the freezer, so got a bit of a frozen dish going on here, so to speak. Alright, got a bit of a stir. Unfortunately, I miscalculated when it came to if I've got enough walnuts, because I used some the week before, and maybe I snacked on a few, I can't remember. I think I did. Shh. So, I only got 35 grams instead of 50 grams. But that's all good though. We're going to chuck that in the mortar and pestle, and we're going to go smashing. So, just keep in mind, if you are doing a couple of recipes with one item and you're running low on them, make sure that you either don't snack on them or you buy extra. those of you who don't know what a mortar and pestle is, it's an excellent way to chop things up rather than getting your food processor out or your knife and chopping board. So you just go like that. Okay, let's have now, before I carry on with the final chopping, the rice does have to go in here sooner or later. So to do this, squeeze pouch to separate the rice, tear a 2 centimeter opening to vent, heat for 90 seconds at 1000 watts. You can do it in a pan or in a stir fry pan as well. Kind of chuck it in the microwave. Oh, there's some pretty fancy coloured rice going on now. Red rice, brown rice and wild rice. I think wild rice is the black grains. Don't quote me, Google it. Alright. Tear this 2 centimeters, and I probably realised that I should have maybe got 2, so it's all good. Okay, that looks about right. So what did I say? Sorry, I said 90 seconds, minute and a half. Let's go. Okay, they're chopped up pretty good. So in they go, chuck them in, stir it around. We want to try and get this butter melted off, so although it'll go into the rice, so it's all good. Okay, chuck some black pepper in there and a little bit of salt, because we didn't put the salt in it anyway when we was cooking the rice, because we didn't need to put it in. Alright, in it goes. The rice is ready. That is the noise of the microwave. Just a bit of each, just to give it a bit of colour and flavour. Alright, let's go get the rice. And just a warning, that pouch is probably going to be hot when you get it out of the microwave. I was right, it is hot. Obviously a pouch does in 90 seconds what we was going to do overnight. How crazy. Alright, chop the rest. Okay, chucker it in. Wow, look at that. Stir it around. It's not much, so I suggest if you're serving 4, go for 2 pouches. This is serving 4, but we're just going to chuck veggies on the side. Alright, dish it up, it's good to go. Enjoy and thanks for watching. I will catch you next time. Bye.